Hi, Guido Fox here. Welkom bij een nieuw book report. Today I want to discuss with you the book Quantum Consciousness, the guide to experiencing quantum psychology, and it is written by Wolinski, PhD. So I think he knows something about spirituality and um, psychological reasoning. I think that's the right term here. Reasoning and psychology, how we deal with our thoughts, how we deal with our mind, because our mind is very important, how our mind works and where we think about. And where we think about happens mostly of the time. If you think about some object, subject, and you're striving for that, mind goes before action mostly. But the mind can also be very destructive, right? Depression is out of mind, stress is out of mind, um, bore out, burnout, all those kind of workaholic diseases is mostly are the causes out of mind. So we have to go deeper in how our mind is working to dissolve our problems, our mental problems, and overall become more internally happy. That is what we want, right? We want to become internally happy. Because if you're intrinsic happy, if you're fully accepted yourself, if you're fully be aware of yourself, you also have that vibe to your surroundings. Then the surroundings will become a mirror of your actions. So if you're smiling, you're happy, and you are good in your body, then the world is shining back. And that is what we all want. And what I discover if I do a lot of meditation work, if I am centered, then people are giving so good reactions back. If I walk on the street, people are smiling to me. So all that kind of small sentence, positive behavioral patterns of people in your surroundings, you can see also if you are on the good track, if you are on the good spiritual track. So the outside world is a mirror of your soul. The outside world is a mirror of your soul, and it is really, really true. When I was 2-3 years ago starting with this, I had much more stress. I was much more ups and downs in my emotions, and you see that the world is reacting on that. I had much more conflict with my environment, and now it's all more peace and calm and relaxed and chill and no hurry, no stress anymore. I don't do 5 book reports on a day anymore. I try to live a balanced Buddha life. Little bit training, little bit meditation, little bit sleeping during day, good food. So be balanced, right? Be balanced and you become more internally happy. Balanced life, very important. Let's start with the book report. Let's start with this beautiful knowledge what this guy was writing down in 250 pages, 250 pages of deep knowledge about psychological reasoning, and he calls it quantum psychology. And I find it a too much popular name to sell his books. Quantum consciousness. It's a very curious-minded title. Wow, what is that? Quantum consciousness. But there are some interesting stories in this book I want to discuss with you. First of all, he mentioned the difference between normal psychology and quantum psychology. The main difference, and that is what I also see in the people who I coach, is that a normal psychology guy or woman is going to the youth of a child, the childhood, the youth. What is happening in the youth? What did you do? What's happening in the school systems? What's happening in your family? What were you doing when you were had an age of 6 or age of 8 or 9? With whom you go? What kind of games you played? Were you outside or inside? So, what a normal psychological person is doing is that he or she is going to your past. And this is the mainstream approach to tackle depressions or tackle down feelings. And quantum psychology is the spiritual way, is quantum consciousness, and that is to try to heal yourself in the now. So healing forces are entering your mind or entering your body, and you will be completely happy with yourself in the moment first. And that is very important because your mind don't have to come back to history, because that is losing energy. And you don't want to lose energy. You want to put energy in the now, fully in this moment, fully without separation with the I, without dissociation of the I. And that is interesting. What is that? Separated feelings, dissociation, not feeling whole, you feeling empty. That is the first problem to dissolve. The first problem is the separatedness from you and your core, from you and the I. You are separated from yourself, separated from your essence, separated from who you actually are. So quantum consciousness, quantum psychology is nothing more than heal yourself, and that you are connected with your core and essence, your ecstatic chakra awarenesses. If you can heal yourself from that way, you can look with a new reality, with a fresh begin to the learning points of your past, with the traumatic experiences of your past, with the youth traumas of your past. You look with a much more positive view back to the events that happened, with more distance and with a more lovable hand. That is a much more better approach than only go back to your youth. It's okay. It's okay to talk over the youth. It's okay to be there from time to time, but not hanging there. Not hanging in your past all the time. First, heal yourself in this moment, and then you can heal your past and heal your future. Your egomania future dreams. Let it go. Let it go more and more and be here now. Be here in your body. Let the dreams go far away. Constantly thinking about the future. Constantly there. What if I am there? Then I will be happy if I have 3 houses and 2 cars and I have 5 times holiday. Then I will be so motherfucking happy. We are always there or we are always back. And quantum consciousness and meditation will soften the psychology of our ego. Our ego wants to go in the future. Our ego wants to go in the past. Our ego is responsible to be there and not fully here. I will read on page 32 from Wolinski, PhD. When you dissociate, you are simply catapulted outside of the consciousness arena of feeling. So if you feel empty, if you feel dissociation, you're outside of the consciousness arena of feeling. But the feeling remains in a repressed form. And that is very important. So your feelings are there. You're empty, but your feelings are there and they are in a repressed form. So that means that your emptiness is nothing more than repressed feelings. That seems not empty, right? Your feelings who are suppressed, and mostly there are also sexual suppression there in this so-called civilized society. Sexual desire, sexual suppression who cannot flow out takes care of 80-90% of all the mental diseases, if you read Osho. So feelings of dissociation, feelings of essence missing is repressed feeling. So you have to talk, you have to spread it out, you have to take a coach, you have to pump up all those negative or positive feelings out there. Otherwise you stay empty. Otherwise you're dissociated with your I, with yourself. That is what you see here. That is the mechanism here in this quantum consciousness. Next topic is about personality and character building. What we doing, and I make the bridge here, is that we going from emptiness. We are feeling ourselves utterly miserable. We are going to try to build a personality, a character. We want to become someone. It's a superiority complex based on lower personal values. We are insecure. We are empty and we are insecure, and then we are going to build a personality. A fake personality from ourselves. Personality is a mistaken identity. Page 90. Your personality, your status-oriented personality. Where are you in living now? I am doing that job or that job, and it has a label on it. It's a mistaken personality. It is not you. It's not you. Your job is not you. You are quantum consciousness. You are now a fake status-oriented society label. You are not that. Drop your ego status. Drop your labeling. You are nobody. You are one of the 6 billion people in this world. And if you know that you're nobody, then you're everything. Because you dropped your ego. Don't try to build a personality around you. Don't try to use the media or media doctors to frame a personality from you. How to set you in the market. Stay where you are and go in meditation and go in spirituality, and you will find more of yourself, what is in there. So personality is a mistaken identity. So drop it. Don't be too attached on your position, how much money you earn, how higher status you have in the society. Don't prank with your girlfriend or your boyfriend, look how beautiful she is, and show off all the time. Be a little bit more chill. Relax. Don't pretend. Don't be fake. Please, don't be fake. Show yourself from your realness, right? And then on page 137, you will be outside of time. You become so inner ecstatic. The observer is outside of time. Your higher mind connected with your line has an effect that you're outside of time because you're so incredibly happy that the time flies so quickly, as a consciousness dream. As a consciousness dream, your time flies and become faster and faster, and you are never bored. You are never bored anymore. You have always something to do. You have always something to do. You are never and never bored anymore. Awareness through movement. Awareness through movement, Feldenkrais, through body work, page 168. Awareness of putting your feelings outward. Putting it outward, no suppression, no emptiness, and you can feel the ecstaticness in your line. Awareness through movement. We are so rigid. We are so fakey. We are fear how we walk on the street. Our shoulders cramped. We're walking like this. I'm not exist. We're not open with a chest forward. We are stiff. We have a stiff personality, a rigid personality, and a rigid personality is connected with a rigid ego. The ego has a shelter. The ego has a big shelter who protects you. but it is not protecting you. It's not showing your vulnerability. It's a shield, a fake shield, to protect you. There's nothing to protect. There's nothing to control. Losing energy there. No protection. Let people come. They can hurt me. So what? Let the love come. Let the emotions come. People can hurt me, it's okay. I let in, I heal myself, but never closed. Never closed there. Stop with rigid personality. Be a little bit more water. Be a little bit more flexible. Not so stiff and narrow viewed in your mind all the time. 2 to 8. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Unbroken wholeness is pure isness. Unbroken wholeness is pure isness. We have to heal ourselves. We have to connect with our source. We have to become whole. We have to reborn ourselves. And that is pure isness. Isness in yourself. And isness is where I or the ego isn't there anymore. It's death. Ego dissolving. Ego death. That leads to ultimate ecstatic happiness. Ego is dead. Ego is no more. There is nothing more to fight for. There's nothing more to live for, only for that. Only for new life. Only for new inner feelings of happiness. Thank you for watching, and I see you back by the next video. Hi.